Hey, hi, I'm Mona. This is just chat real quick. I don't know how quick. I don't know how quick this one is. The other quick ones were just like really thought out. This one, it's just not thought out, but I just got back from our second walk. Today we had to take our walk at about 3:30, almost 4, because, I got out late with them. So I kind of shifted because, in the morning I take them, then pretty much 4 hours later I take them again. And then the rest of the day or evening, they just urinate outside because during the day, that's when they have bowel movement when I take them. Anyways, we came back from the second walk. It's pretty hot out there. You can see I'm sweating. I have some sweatiness right here. I'm going to probably jump in the shower after. But I came back, or I went for the walk, and I was thinking, a lot of, some of the people in the town don't even have a high school diploma. Because I thought I would ask, because I was thinking about that. Like, who has an actual high school diploma and who does and who doesn't? And so I think when it comes to these town jobs or whatever here, they will hire you if you have a high school diploma over here, right? I don't know if that's a prerequisite in other places, but here it is. Because who's going to run these places when there's no people here who, I feel like if anybody does have any higher education, it's got to be like the judge. It has to be. The judge cannot be a high school diploma. It can't be, right? Anyways, I wonder, I'm just... And I'm wondering if there's really is any good lawyers or anybody like that in this town to defend anybody. I don't think so. Anyways, so I was thinking about that. I was like, high school diplomas everywhere. Like these people, like this is brainwashed. Like it's brainwashing. When you force a person to, believe a certain thing and they get brainwashed and they do what everybody else, and that's what happened here, essentially, is brainwashing. Darn. But that happens over time, right? That type of thing happens over time. So this town has probably been through a lot of that. Not everybody here agrees with things. And I don't know if they've spoken up to anybody, but because I'm the person that I am, unfortunately, I guess it's a curse sometimes that people, they divulge all kinds of information to me all the time. I don't even really have to ask much. They just say it. They just start spilling. And, and you know what? The person, he said he doesn't think he's a veteran. I mean, as far as I know, that guy is a veteran. Because he went to an appointment at the VA. If you're not a veteran, why would you go there, right? So that part I think is off. I think he is a veteran. He even and now that I think about it, he even told me it was 10% service connected. I don't want to get into that anyways. But now I'm kind of shocked at I'm thinking that some people here, they only have high school diploma, if that. So I'm just going to keep going with the flow. Y'all know I like to read. I just ordered a couple books, actually. But I'm not sure if they're going to show up because I just realized something about the addresses here. And I'm like, darn, so I have to wait till tomorrow to go to the post office to ask them. Because the post office will not deliver anything to this house. And I noticed it said USPS on there. And I ordered 2 books. Maybe unless I go in there and tell them, hey, because they don't tell you how it's going to be delivered until like you already order it. So it's kind of like, darn. You know what I'm saying? I'll have to find out how I'm going to be able to order books. Because I need some books here. There's some books that I need to get so I can continue my studies. There's a library here that I can go to in Refugio. So I'm going to go in there see what the library says about the town, if there's any history. There's gotta be something like that, right? I think so. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna hang low and hang tight, continue my healing. I'm also gonna try, because unfortunately, because I don't feel comfortable in this town yet, it's too hard for me to go. If they have any farmer markets or any gatherings over there, it's hard for me to go to those. But if they do have them, I may just force myself to go to them. You know, my gardener said they have like town meetings. I don't know when town meetings are. Well, like when? How do we find out? Nobody tells me anything. I didn't even know they had that going on over there. I just happened to be driving by there. So, yeah. So, yeah, I don't even know any kind of activities or thing. I guess I gotta find out myself, you know. But probably the town doesn't have enough money though that they can't send out. Or you know what? They did send me something. I'll have to check and see what's on there. Because I do, like, I want paperless because I don't want to waste the paper. And I guess a water or some sort of bill that comes, they still put it. But I guess she said they're required to do that. I don't know. It's a lot of paper waste. But I mean, I guess I'll just find out. I'll look on the paper. Maybe they had information on there about the upcoming events. I didn't see it. Maybe I should look. Right? Maybe I should look. Maybe they did send me something and I'm just not. It's because I don't. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm just going to hang low. If they have any little events, I'll try to see how long I can withstand being in that kind of environment. Maybe I'll sit on a bench and just, I mean, if I need something, I'll buy something. And if I still feel cool, maybe I will sit at a bench, maybe with my dogs, and just see how long I can sit there while people start rolling in, and just leave when I start feeling anxiety. That's a good way to see how I can cope with this. I think, I don't know, if any of you guys have an issue with being in public places, like that have a lot of people there. Like, I used to go to parties. I have been to a baseball game before. I've been to concerts before. But now I cannot do that because I get a really bad high anxiety. So I'm going to try and work on that too as part of my healing. That's how I got to do it. I have to take care of my own healing and mental health because the VA only wants to pump me full of pills. And those pills I have allergic reactions to. And those allergic reactions are thoughts of suicide. So I can't take those. So I have to really work hard to figure out ways that I can calm myself down in certain situations, or, and I think if I little by little incorporate being in areas that have an abundance of people, that I can slowly, I'm working on it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm working on it. Because, yeah, by the time I left that little farmer market thing they had going on there, and it wasn't even full yet. They didn't even have all the booths up, or not even. It wasn't even, yeah. But the anxiety level was so bad. I think my blood pressure was going up. I think it was really bad. When I came back here, I didn't sit down on the couch for a minute, but I was like, ooh, this is a good opportunity for me to show you guys. So I did, but, I can get a heart attack and I can have a stroke and all that stuff. So I have to I can't push it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I pushed it the last time. It was probably dangerous for me to do that to myself, but I kind of panicked. I had a panic attack, I guess. Because I did talk to my neighbor about it. I told her, I said, oh my God, I had a panic attack. Or I felt, actually, I explained to her how I felt, and she's like, oh yeah, that's a panic attack. So obviously she must have them. I don't really have those. I haven't. I remember when I was a child, I did have a lot of panic attacks, but that was because I was abused as a child. So, but I remember when those things happened, my mom used to put a paper bag on my mouth and told me to breathe, you know, and I remember that. Yeah, a lot of the abuse though I don't remember. Thank God, because I have blocked memories of that, so I don't remember exactly what happened, but I know it's bad, you know. But I'm okay, and I'm okay with not knowing and not remembering that. Hopefully, I don't have to remember that ever. But yeah, I just have to keep trying harder to get back into, because all these years on the road, like I wasn't in big crowds. I was never in big areas with Flagstaff probably was one of the biggest, because I had to run through there to get my soaps and get out. But I was able to do that because I did it very quickly. I didn't stop and chit chat with anybody. These people wanted to chit chat and I wanted to chit chat back and be friendly. And I spent too much time at each spot, at certain spots, with people who actually did want to know me or speak to me. So, I mean, it was, yeah, you know, so that was my bad. I should have, you know, I should have been more wary of like all the people pulling in and all, because yeah, it was not that good. You know, so yeah, I guess because I asked the honey lady, that I asked her, like, do you guys, when do they do these things? I said, I didn't even know this was here. I just happened to be driving by. And she said they do one now, and then they do, I think, one before Christmas or November. I don't know. They do one around that time. So I'm like, oh, okay. You know, because by that time I might need some more honey or more candle. Or the only problem with the candle, wah, wah, wah. The only thing with the candle, I'm not, well, I'll call her. I don't know if I should call her. I don't know if she'll take offense to it because people are weird. But remember that really beautiful rose candle I got from the Possum Hollow? This is only how far it burned and it stopped. And then I tried to relight it and it wouldn't relight again. You know, when they say that you burn a candle with an intention and it burns out after a certain amount, usually means that whatever intention you put on the candle has come to fruition. But I actually like the candle to burn all the way because I just like that. So I already started the other candle. As you can see, I started it here. I'm gonna see how long that burns for. But with this one, I guess the intention was instantaneous, so it went out. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to get some of the wax out of there, and I'm gonna try starting again and see what happens and see if I can continue a burn. If not, then because the candles are not cheap, if I buy a candle for that price, I expect it to burn all the way. But I'm not trying to stir anything up or make anyone upset. If anything, I just will never buy a candle from them again. But she was such a nice lady. That's the thing. She was a great lady. She was a warrior from what I see. I mean, she wasn't in the military or anything, but from a lot of the things that she went through, her stories. So I don't know. I'll have to see. But yeah. Anyways, you guys. That's all I have. I didn't really eat. I kind of feel hungry, but then I don't. So what I did, you know, I bought a watermelon yesterday, and I juiced it, half of it. So I've been kind of drinking that. I didn't really add any sugar. I added one little squeeze of honey, which probably didn't make any kind of difference because it was just, I want to use honey to sweeten things, but I don't want to overdo it. I'm too afraid that, because honey is a lot of sugar too. Yeah. So I'm afraid, so even in my coffee, if I have it, I didn't have it today, but I'll just do a squeeze of it and stop, like that's it, like I won't put any more, you know, because I'll just use it and then I'll put a little milk in there, and it's not bad. I think I've been drinking in too many sweet things, so when it comes to coffee or putting things in or having the juices, I have a lot of sugar, so actually I've been trying to cut back on all that. And watering down sugary drinks if I do have it, like, you know, the pomegranate juice and other like lemonade. I have other juice mixes in there, so I have to water it down a lot. So, and I want to get used to that flavor. I want to get used to a light fruit flavor instead of like sugar. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to do. You can tell. Look at my face. I've lost a lot of weight. You can tell from right here. Unless I go like this. No, no, yeah, it's a trip. You can totally tell that I've compared to before. Like my face is really slimming down, you know. I'm just gonna keep going. The working out, yeah, okay, I have to keep the weight down. It's good for my health, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? It feels good to work out. It feels good to have a schedule. It feels good like when I'm done. And usually I'm already done with it, but because everything got shifted, I went to sleep late, I got up late, and I talked to too many people today, it kind of shifted. So I'll probably end up going to bed real late again, but that's only because I had to shift the timing of my workouts and everything, because I still have to continue it. Normally I would have been done, but I only did stretches, and then boom, right away it was time for me to take the dogs. I had to take the dogs. We came back, I did the walk, and I'm just going to continue. So, and then when I'm done, then I can rest. But which is not really rest, because if I sit on the couch too long, I'll start feeling guilty, and then I'll get on the exercise machine over there, and I'll just do the machine, you know. But I can totally, my hands are better now. Remember, they were real bad. Even this one. Actually, my thumb on this one, it doesn't bend. It doesn't bend. I'm trying to bend it. If it does bend, like accidentally, it's super painful. It's super painful. And it's like a click. It goes click. And it's like, ah! I've seen this, you know. I can't remember the name. It's a condition. But you know what? I mean, it's not really a burden on my life, and I figure if I just lose some more and more and more, it might get better, because this one was starting to do that, and look, it's better now. So I just have to probably lose more. It's probably affecting a different nerve in a different area. I don't know. I'm not sure, because I don't specifically know about this. But I did read something, I browsed something really quick, and I was like, oh, but I didn't feel like reading it that time. I caught it real quick. I can look it up, but for right now, I don't really want to deal with that. It's not that bad. And but this hands here, because before I could only go like this, and when I was doing the readings, like my hands were just like, even I have videos of myself talking about, dang, my hands, there's something wrong with my hands, because you know, I have the arthritis, but it's not arthritis. It's not. I thought it was. I was trying to. I was in denial. I thought it was arthritis, but I don't have that. Not yet, anyways. I do know it's in my family. My mom had it. My grandma had it. But their knuckles look different. All their fingers look different. Like their knuckles started to get big, you know, right here. I don't really have that problem yet. So I know for right now, because if it's hereditary, I'll probably get it too. But for right now, mine is a neurological issue, or some sort of, I don't want to go to the VA. I don't like the VA. They make me feel horrible. My blood pressure goes up, and, you know, I don't want to go. I get mistreated at these hospitals all the time too, because they don't understand. They think I'm faking it, or it's weird. I don't even want to go then. If they're going to treat me like they think I'm faking it, I don't even want to go. That's how they do. That's how they do to the veterans. Mm-hmm. And even because, like, if I wear this hat, they might look at me a certain type of way. I have alopecia. That's why I wear this, because my hair is crappy. And I don't feel like to put a wig. I have a wig, but it's too hot. I don't want to deal with that. And you know what? To be quite honest with you, I'm at the age where I really don't care. You know, people can think what they want. I dress like a boy. I'm wearing freaking tank top and boy shorts. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really care. I just want to get through, like, the anxiety of being around too many people. I want to get through that part. You know, I can avoid the VA. I take care of my health. You know, I don't do drugs. I don't do alcohol. You know, I vape, though. I need to stop that. I have to I'm slowing down, though. I have slowed down. Yeah, I have slowed down. I don't be vaping while I'm working out, that's for sure. Or if I go on the walks, I have it in my pocket, but I tend to, I notice that it usually just stays there the whole time, and I don't even use it. A lot of the time, because when I'm walking, I'm talking. Yeah. I'm talking when I'm walking, you know, every day. But that's all I have for you guys, I think. Thanks for watching. I mean, shoot. I don't think I'm very exciting or but, you know, this is good for me, for my therapy, to talk stuff out, talk it out, figure things out, how I can get over things, talk about things that I'm experiencing. And it's good for therapy for mental health. And that's why I do it, mostly to see the progress of my healing. So that's all I have, you guys. So I'm Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. Oh no, sorry. You see how I did? I got confused because I was talking about the tarot channel. It's not even that channel. This is Sacred Geometry Universe video journal diary for July 6, 2025. Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot is my other channel. It's my other channel. I gotta be careful because I get confused sometimes when I'm talking about which one I'm talking. But I don't show myself on the other channel. It's specifically for doing readings and for helping people. So, anyways, you guys, I'm rambling. Okay, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.